So, I'm here returning back here. And what I'm doing today here, somebody people is used about the idea about it here. This is the ideas, okay, so yeah. Well, I always have to be, remember, every time I make a video, ever in future, always in front. Tell about what video is going to be. These videos I have been improvised some things about. One of the things is conversation skills, capability to tell about things, and English language skills around here. Well, you already have tens and tens thousands hours of the content on the internet here. I want myself here. How it happened here. I never even case on here. Well, I think about the answer is it is whatever you do, you will come good on that. If you just only do one thing here, if you jumping, just some kind of a high jumping here. If it's only thing what you ever do whole life, because high jumping, high jumping, high jumping. If you are a particularly bad and physical, I guess it says, you can still pretty impressive. If you're looking for, if you just a person who's starting high jumping, so well, he's jumping 120 centimeters for his 160 centimeter height here, 40 centimeter lower, here, he can clearance. I'm sure about this. This guy will be the next 10 years do nothing else in his life than just practicing about the maximizing high jumping here, do everything, change his body here, eat food, and practice 50 hours per day, 15 hours every single day about the high jumping. I am sure about it. He's gonna improvise about that 120 quite a little bit at last here. There's limitations everything. Same goes the English language speaking here. It is a limited couple of things also here. If time is one limiting factor, but not only time only thing. Most important thing is about physical limitations here. It thinks about the basis of the periodic physics of the bodies, example here. About the human body is a biological, okay, so how it's able to adjust the how much able learning and comprehending here. In the high jump, you know, the most important thing is our capability to exert enough force enough to have a technical to so the result to become better, it's best so just need to have much more this kind of a spring in upturn, okay, so to able a vertical clearance, okay, so here. So if it's very physical event here, okay, so to energy to able to case here. For English speaking, it's about the brains, about the human brains, and they occupy the all the brain capability here. The English language is not the predominant here, okay, so every brain cells will be out of the English language of the predominant language of the conduct here. And in order to become to master of the English, you need to practice all the time here, of course, here. But also brains need to have this physical capability to able to adjust the adapting English language. So the brain must able to renew the cells and to able to learning language. Okay, so that's a life exposure. Well, everybody in this modern world here spending a lot of time with the television, spending a lot of time with the internet computers. And so the conditions are right good for a creating of the figure. Say, but this very bed here, when it's now lying down, has not really good foundation in order to create it very tall, because it has this hard to be. So what you can do, this kind of a hitting or here, it's not gonna change the wood. You can destroy the physical properties that thing here. You understand the human brains about example frustrations around here. That if he has small bit, what he can do about it? He, of course, you're looking for this kind of linear time. It's impossible to go past and our chance about it. Go sleep a bigger bed here. Okay, so he's gonna say about here. I want bigger bed. I want bigger bed. Okay, he's doing that thing. Yeah, he's trying to acknowledge about it. He is now. So he knowledge. There's knowledge about it. There's all kind of a knowledge. Okay, so whole world here. One is example. I have cancer cell example here. An example, if only a cancer cell example here. Think about anywhere. If only my skin cancer here. If only a skin cancer example in my papilla here. Papilla. Interesting papilla. Where is papilla? Okay, around of the example theory they said here. If this thing right here, example. So I have to be myself to able to maybe get rid of this before able to spread this cancer cell. I guess so. Better thing is just scratching off that cell here. How do I know it is a cancer cell if there is no other information here? I will let all here. The only way you know about that it's cancer is that in events over time. Of course, I had invention back in it is able to. Number one way to avoid this kind of cancer killing you is, guess what? it is able to screen your body about the every cell about you. Maybe not every cell, but maybe every 10 cell. Okay, so if you have here a cell there, here's a cell here. Every 10 cell, you will check it out there. Is everything right here? If there's something around it here, this is check every 100, every 1000 here. Okay, so but the best is have a small location frequency here. So you know about this kind of thing here. This might be have told about the ideas just come. It's even it's my idea. Anybody else can create the same idea here. I mean, I can have any idea. Anybody else can have the exactly same idea here. Ideas are cheap after all. Okay, ideas are reproducible. Anybody can anytime, anywhere in the universe to create the same idea apparently here. So nobody can own really ideas. Okay, so after all here. Okay, very well. People just can maybe own more about the certain physical bodies about it here, so that certain single atoms or certain materials, certain object here, okay, but not idea here, okay, so because ideas are reproducible in infinity sense on here. I cannot own a word idea, any ideas after all, okay, so the ideas, but anybody else can reproduce them from just thinking the same things here and doing the same actions here, have the same kind of conclusions here. So here is the idea about the universe. His idea about the improvise his life here, guys. So looking for here is a standing, sitting around. What I wish to be? We should be some place where is sun, and where I'm powerful, standing tall, and talking with other people. So do I wish to be politician? Do I wish to be some this and that here? Is there a speculation creating around here? If you get just tired about here, do something. Okay, if he has culture, if he hate culture, and you're looking for lunch, what calls the lunch? Okay, she comes here. Couching, golfing. When you guys sitting here learning out here, the words, and then here there's a lot more words here, and it's not very good. It's not very good at all. You need to do a lot more practice. You can see here that in a whole month, because he'll speak like Italian all the time. That every yes, and then you try to learn suddenly English. One day you try to learn it like speak like a English man. It's difficult to able adjusting for your these pharynx, larynx, and epiglottis, and all kind of different. They are through the years, since the childhood, the earliest first spoken the words. They always little variation about how do they like adjusting at the body here, and that means that over the years, when it to about 20 years. He says even small little chances here. They're looking for little yes here. Looking for here how much it's in over total over life because it affect. Here it is something interesting. Except however flip it is price and destroy it. It's difficult here guys. It always seems to be. I had to be do something about it. So either but there is some things. What do you wanna do? Here is a computer CRT monitor which weighs how many kilograms? 5 kilo, 10 kilo, 15 kilo, I guess even 15 kilo. How can we measure of the masses of this thing here? Well, it's not very difficult, but if you example, I can measure about example, I have a rope, yes, and I just will have this 8 kilo example here. Yes, I can find more because the kilos. I know accurately how many kilos there. I just need to get a balance here. It's Libra here, Libra. But to have balance in both ends, because if I get both rope size, okay, so it will be equally balanced, okay, so I will quite able to estimate quite accurately how much it weighs here, okay, so I can do that thing. Oh yes. So that's what I should have been doing. So I might be able to later. So the relax the pronunciation, a little speaking more faster of the words around here. That is not able to speak as understandable. Here looking for I could not understand. Well, I might know why. The law. He says, this is really looking for a human approach here. There's something in a negative, it's impossible. Looking for psychology here. How human brains operate here. You take a look at some human speech here. Okay, so one thing is about the affect here. So looking for what is affect here. If you're looking for affect, you're looking for there's some person talk to you and he say 1,000 different things here. Okay, unless those 1,000 different things, you will be also in example here. You remember nothing here. 0 for every those 1,000. 0 each of those 1,000 thing here. Okay, so this is a complete completely undifference of the all words here. However, if it will be all those 1000 words, you will know exactly the same time. However, because you can only exactly think one thing at a time here. Exactly, if you have a limit, there's one thing you can 1000 at one moment of time here. Except the 1000 per moment of the time here. You can knowledge because you cannot really all those other all I guess you can like a 1000. The 999 things are not told here. You remember one. So actually, if you 1 second per period, the 1000 second you will be all equal again thinking about here. There was an equality now, acquisition, equally all the words of those. But usually humans are discriminated the way they are not equality case, so they don't equally think about the here. If a person say about the here something like a hello here, you don't think about hello. You remember hello? She say hello here, okay? So you wanna skip over. He only looking for irregularities, like I hear you pronounce it wrong here. Because if somebody say fuck you, etc. here, there are even more negative words about here, or very things about that. You don't know, you lack intelligence, you're not good, you're ugly. Do you remember those things? You can say you're ugly. So some person come up here for me is I'm ugly, okay. So do I will this thing about it is like if ugly here. Okay, there's a couple of things how I can operate, example here. I can never really think back here. So ugly, or I can actually repeat myself here. I'm ugly here, his opinion. I remember he said I'm ugly here. So he said 999 other things here, but I always focus that he said I'm ugly here. So I must discriminate about this story as a super vocabulary here, okay, so that this word caught my attention most here. Well, here it is. This CRT monitor. So the problem in English words, you have to describe what the situation. You have to describe here, and it's word here. It's work. Describe it. Except here is the monitor. You have to be able to describe it accurately here. You have to be make the understand here. What is wrong? It's recorded English. It also recorded that people just able to communicate. And so what is a big deal? It's like air controllers. It's very easy for air controllers that they have languages here. They're looking for batteries. We bypass batteries sequence and using straight here. So it has. It's always say infinity, but not a particular. So you can push this backwards here, apparently. Can't you do it here? Okay, so yeah. It's a well, things just go downward here. Okay, so. And what's going on here? Are things improvised here? Something pressure you. You are going to turn here more close at this thing here. You're looking for this thing here. It hands here. There is some text on the next side here, and it's the text is usually because it's like a, it's like a surface area of this wood walls here. Because you're watching his eyes here. Turning around here, and it's great that he's spoken language. His culture has something to do with the air temperature example here. I guess doesn't make any difference except culture to say how temperature at 31 or 25 or 30 or 27 example here. What you know about this has absolutely anything to do with the temperature here. It says here that otherwise his body here gets looking for it. Okay, instead of getting anything to do about it. If I example take 1 kilogram of the calcium every day here, I guess that's a incredible amount of calcium. Think about the human body, like a liver, kidneys. I'll take 1 kilo of the case. I will get maybe kidney stones immediately on that thing. Think about that. Well, they can consume enormous amount of calcium here. I would really like to get kidney stones here. Kidney stones. Think about kidney stones here. Bladder stones. Kidney stones here, I guess. What does it mean about that? We're looking for material like a calcium here, I guess. And what the calcium, the stones are here, because the human body here is one of the always the people will aging is horrifying thing here. So I had to do a lot of things here myself here. I had to click take a more richest man, most intelligent man, create everything. Also fighting against anti-aging, become a getting increased here. There's a lot of things to do in the future apparently here. There's also infinity of the more things which you have not yet able to tell you to do about it. So if you have infinite things to do in life here, I guess it's like okay, I'm not stopping right in the no, it's actually everything else. I'm actually not going to stop anything at all. I'm just relaxing here. Okay, and the best thing to do things is now here. Well, that's not of course case. The best thing example going swimming is not now, but it's fully waiting, and then when there is a warm sea example next year example here, we can swim again here. Our best thing is not necessarily always now. Mario has different reasons here. So you're looking for it. He's a condition example. He's a tired example. He's tired. His best thing is just maybe sleep here, and do things maybe when he's again full wakefulness, and especially here that he has no energy once again do things. And instead, just as going sleeping, well, maybe he should just go to take a look around. One of the things what he said about the fingers, the hands, and that the genes dominate how his physiology is created here. It is a genes well. He didn't make any choice anything ever. Actually, when looking for the life run, he always talk about choices. The same choices is one of the preference of the choices here. Measuring the number of the times person has made any choices compared to things that some things happen in the universe that he has not made choice about those things here. So how many actions example happen in this universe here? This is funny. He has made a choice about those actions in this universe versus that he has not made choice around here. Well, what's the number? Anybody wanna guess here? Maybe Googleplex time, Googleplex here. Times more things happen with your choice than by choice here. Somebody say, well, maybe full infinity here, because he never actually make a single zero choice actually here. Or if you make even one choice, if you even one choice, well then approaching infinity about them more here. Because the term infinity almost more actions. If you're looking for how many measures different actions happen every single moment here. What is a moment here? What is the shortest period of time here? Example here, okay. So say picoseconds or the Planck seconds here. So the so there is some kind of an absolutely minimum on the universe, which is impossible to go anymore. What are the Planck time, Planck second, and Planck volume, Planck this and that here? Okay, so Planck. That one person can give a name for the smallest volume here. Is it already defined? It have already absolutely full. Its magnitude of 28 on seconds. It's minus magnitude a second. The smallest time capability. Is that absolutely certain here? How is it possible? What is the calculations? Have you even know about what those things are? What you know about this? So you probably don't have freaking clue about that thing here, okay? So I mean, you're just here, okay? So what's your capability to anything here? Okay, you can talk about here, okay? That's one thing what you can do. You can talk and think around here about what you think and what you know and what you can do here. Is the so your body is some part of this universe. You need energy to be able to talk about here and create. I was thinking about the how many seconds this air care band. This is a band here, and I'm looking for the structure and design of this thing here. It's trying to look for this. Another thing, the sleeping. Look at this, keeping eyes closed here. Melatonin, going sleeping here. They talk about this insomnia when he goes sleeping. That his sleeping matters. His sleeping usually become maybe 3 o'clock, and he wake up around 7 o'clock here. He sleep 4 hours, maybe RIM, deep sleep, baby here. So he's 2.5 hours, then around maybe 7 to this 9:30 before he wanna wake up here. He don't wanna wake up immediately. Why don't wanna wake up at 7 o'clock here, guys? Okay. So what he came conclusion about the here was that that example like light has nothing to do about his cycle of the sleep here. He don't get sleep except here right now except I cannot get sleep because my sleeping cycle doesn't start right now here. I cannot go to sleep right. If I actually do now here, do nothing, I cannot get sleep. I will be skip to sleep at 2 o'clock here. If I cannot sleep now, I cannot get to sleep now here. He has very heavily fixed valve. It's usually 2-3 a.m. or 3 a.m. 3 a.m. He can sleep on 3 a.m. RIM sleep here. And nothing is gonna top Pepper here. He doesn't necessarily, he can however to try to stay awake more longer than 3 a.m. and he's still Pepper here. Light has nothing to do about the gonna get sleep or not here. It only can, no, light has nothing to do about it here when I wake up here. If it's fully darkness, I wake up in 7 a.m. here. He's already done a couple of times testing here. He's in the toilet with almost 0 lux here. It's 0.002 lux maybe here. Absolutely full darkness here for a human mind here. Human skin, anything else, I don't wake up against that here. He wake up with that light here. So you can conclusion here, this testification, that for my awake in the morning has nothing to do with a light here. It looks like we're shaking hands here, guys. Well, what I'm here showing, because it's dark here, you cannot even see anything here. And it's dark here. There is nothing to see here. This is not even video. This is for the audio with the case. Even still, it consumes here. It's incredible here. Some compressed this on a format here. We're looking for video camera here. Here's a video camera. Okay, I want to ask about this question here. Can you answer this question? If I can record a video here, so this, I want to send direct video. You can compress yourself this videos. Okay, so I'm sure it is really very compressed. Here is a intelligent video compressor. If you recognize, okay, it's full dark, and it's looking for pixel by pixel comparison here. I guess. Okay, both pixels have actually same value of the example, a color value here. I guess. So what about these both pixels same color value? Just blend them into category. Understand the mechanism between those the algorithms and those mechanisms, compression mechanisms here about here that how it operate those things again. And I mean, I can create myself those. I can create, of course, everything. Obviously, I can create this and that, but apparently I never have time to do almost anything here. I'm gonna have all time to view things here. I guess always see a few things here, and that's it here. I guess so you never have time to do anything here. And it's just still like this. Still nothing. Yeah, just looking for signal here, contact here. The signal. What signal here? They can pick a signal, and he doesn't receive the signal. The signal is not. It's a signal to noise, noise to signal, and here he can receive it like a radio here, I guess. And here there's got all of the radio example here all the time here, but he's have no any kind of able to do some kind of radio regulation FM example here. What it stands for? Some kind of model here, except I can start on the frequency model here, case and I can start with amplitude model here. So there's the way how this radio signal here. There is some kind of a radio transmitter which has an energy here. Interesting about it, you're looking for how much you waste energy transmit here. So you take electricity here, okay, so you spend maybe 100 watts here, okay, so per second here, okay, so the power is 100 watt example. What it means, if you have 1 watt here power here, okay, so here in 1 second it's 1 watt second here total energy, okay, so you use it. It's 1 hour, it's 1 watt here, it's 1 watt hour here, okay, so if you example 1 watt in a whole year, it's 1 watt year here, okay, so it's very simple here. It's like a yardage year, watt year, any year, okay, so meter year example here. I mean about if you example 1 watt using about here. So example here, however, if it's the 1 watt is like a 155 watt weeks occasion here. 1 watt year is 155 watt weeks here. It is of course the same thing here. Transfer multiplicity of this information values there. It's an intelligence. One says you be genius. You should be fucking learn Da Vinci here. The genius is that you are able to create a lot of ideas, okay, so, and ideas which are capable to do something about here. So we're looking for this thing about it here. That's what are the tasks on your hand. You say, about okay, I want to see that you're able to getting crew of the tall height here. Okay, so the height complexity here. We're talking about what is height complexity here. And interesting about even if I say something about it, it's still not over here. This is that it's always following you like a shadow here. The whole issue is always impertinent relation between you and society. You know the different functions about it here. There is about the how it operates about it. It is all about the relative thinking here. It's about you can think about the different things that exist because you have capability of thinking about a certain way here. Okay, so if you think about what here. You reduce the capability of retarding about yourself, or retardation. Except mental retardation is the capability of thinking less than here. So you have a capability of thinking about something here, and that will be mean about it will be have a certain effect here. Example, here you're looking for a height, have a case here, or this kind of thing here. But this bed here, can you yourself to get a better bed here? You can speculate about this thing. one thing about you're looking for, well, what you can do about here. If nothing else, you can always also speculate here. Okay, so is about the money. Okay, give me Google X money, I can do anything. Not maybe anything, everything, but unless I can do something else. So you can go other room here. You're looking for then this kind of functionality. It takes a little energy, go to rotate the temperatures. There's all different factors, but always. It's not like you just go walk out the room here. We can do it and take 5 minutes. Okay, let's take a time here. Was it worth it here? I guess we have to beat this computer, take a time and take the time and time and time. It's always time about the hit, always energy and time here. That's both things. Okay, so here everything is always same thing, energy and time here. So we recognize about it. It's like energy and time to go to the room here. So you don't have either of those things, okay, and apparently no energy here to go to the room here. So you're stuck in this room here, therefore, because you don't have either. You can say, but if you're in jail here, okay, so I don't have a power example escape. If example have something like 1 megaton of the case and dynamite myself, so I don't need to wonder about this walls. I just will be putting on it here. But it's a bit difficult because if you had eventually dynamite myself, I would be myself to change something else around this dynamite here, guys. And here, I don't know what here, but if only 1 meter concrete everywhere surrounding me, and that's if always, what will be the best way to escape that kind of place? And what is this concrete example? Anti-concrete solution here. I wouldn't be really say the dynamite is necessary best to think about here. Think about dynamite here, guys. And I mean, you're not stupid in respect, because you know about the dynamite when it explodes. Okay, so if your example will be destroyed the dynamite inside the cell. Okay, so you will be, of course, yourself to be first person to taking the hold the explosion energy your body here. Okay, so here, so you will die, of course, like almost certainty about it here anyway. So if you will dynamite people, you don't. Okay, so if you crew in some hole example in the wall, okay, so put dynamite in the hole, okay, so the energy is still, okay, so you need to somehow all the pressure and all this kind of momentum to turn just a wall here and your body here. If you're able to do that somehow, okay, so well, all good, okay, so continue to here, okay, so he's all kind of things about, thoughts about it. One of the big thing about it, he's always is worried about the is one's vulnerability here. Okay, so looking for, okay, I do all kind of actions. Yeah, I got rich, I got all, okay, so, and then I die here. This is only the factor here. So they always looking for die, or okay, and can capture it, and avoid something something negative happen here. This is interesting. Look at somebody have a negative thing about it. If I do X like this here, we're all the societal enforcement is, okay, so, because that way of doing here. So here it says here, there's no freedom of outcomes here, okay, so ever. What is the freedom of outcomes, okay, so yeah. That interesting, freedom of outcomes is interesting that no matter what happens here, that if it doesn't work himself here, so there's no freedom of outcomes ever in the universe. In the universe, okay, so it's no freedom of outcomes here. There's only about the power here. So here, the actual fact is that I don't have, power myself. It's fact about it here, okay, so no matter what anybody say, it's fact still, because it's associated the facts are not important about those people recognize of them, or those people have opinions about it. Facts are only relevance about the realities here. Realities are in importance about the values. Actually, power is not even value in the money sense, right? It's only measurement about the things, like a metrics, okay, so not the human height. It's quite the same thing here. So standing of the case, orange glow here. I'm wondering about how much energy is wasted on that, how much energy wasted this and that here. And directly broadcast the internet here. I can record to take a pic of other camera here. I guess I record the both audio channels here and upload the internet here and create something here. So he can make millions videos of the case. Talking this thing here, and it's really nothing here. Okay, maybe nobody even recognizes you ever existed here. You're looking for some person, he died, and they don't bother about it because humans are indifferent except for what you do, or to discriminate against what you do again here. Instead, the positive way does discriminate is a positive allegation, and they're looking for English word here, okay, so and being yourself, a conditional living here. So what his idea about here is that he live in a universe. That's what they say. I live in a universe. I did not choose to exist in here. I live in a universe with the lives what are not the best for it to be. They're not perfect more here. If it will be perfect, I will be able to do anything. I will always be happy 100 times present. If I'm happy, the universe is imperfect for me. even happy not 100% time here. I guess we have a rule about the universe is imperfect for me. That's a rule here. So what I say about this, that this universe operator doesn't exist for my interest, okay, sure, here. After all, if you didn't even decide yourself, if you didn't choose this universe or create this universe for your own self here, so you live somebody else's universe, okay, sure. You, even yourself, even it's not any property of your own self here. The whole selfhood, okay, sure, is just a matter of domination for all, not the kind of thing here. Okay, so it's interesting to look at self-ownership here, either. That if you look at yourself here, okay, so your whole existence, okay, so here, there's like a look around here. You like it, but there's a noise around here, the sound what you have done here, echo here. So here it is, standing here, and sitting right, okay, here. And who's your soul there, Jigford here? 40 year chewing for the years. Did you manage to find this thing? I don't really know about that thing. I don't all to pay attention meanwhile. Is that he come here? I usually don't do much here, anything here. Only yes here, like events here, come and go and come and go on here. It sells create some purpose and meaningful inside us here. Whatever anybody will say about all those talk about here, guys, in here, that nobody can absolutely tell about what is it here, okay, so that's the important factor here, okay, so recognize here. This is, I don't know, a special case here. There's all individuals here. Everybody has said a kind of way how they behave and how they operate here. It's always a very specific kind of the thing here, okay, so we can of course measure of the all kind of different things here, okay, so there is also layers of the interest here, okay, so interesting, as I said, but you can never escape that layer of interest here. It's like a society. Think about this in interest here. Well, it doesn't exist like this. Look at any humans, how their brains operate, except here. Every moment there's interest here, breathing, eating, be safe here. I never met human who's never have a sort of layer of the interest, the existence here, I guess. And that's cool, all the schizophrenic, even vegetable state, and maybe not even recognize this. So if you're looking for vegetable, that you then have a layer of the interest themselves existing here. What the hell is interest here? Interest is always about those things, or is it breathing? Are they some kind of formal mechanism of conscious thinking here? In a vegetative state, we'll say that they don't have any conscious thinking whatsoever here, so it cannot be conscious interest whatsoever. But the interest can stem from just physiological processes here anyway here. Even human thinking, conscious thinking is just physiological process from brain here. Even awareness is education. There is a discrimination versus of the physiological subconsciousness and all the physical biological processes versus emergent conscious higher conscious self-awareness thinking here. Like what I do now here is when you're not communicating yourself here, or not communicating self around you, but creating here. It's interesting. I'm looking for here is self observation here. What is it? Observation. There is observation, observer like a self here. Well, what is observation made of? It's made of two eyes, two ears, what is called sensory organs after all here. So your role here is just an observer of your surrounding here. It's the temperature 22.5 Celsius occasion in except for now it's pretty much only 22 Celsius at the air temperature almost anywhere around here. Our internal temperature is 36.9 here, except for like here body here temperature here, whereas when it varies to 32.6 in outer here, except for areas, except for the toes and nails here are quite cold here, I guess, and hairs here are around 32 Celsius because they are out of the school and very much there here. It varies because, as I said, temperature is always location dependent here. Human body, it varies about the tense of between inter and endothermal regulation, even body wise. If you're looking for inside the toe occasion here, still I guess the blue cells occasion is only 35.6 Celsius occasion. And that's occasion shown about here that the body temperature can drop even within occasion just the body extremes here across the normalization is the one idea about it here. The human body cannot regulate the body temperature accurately every body positions around. And the body extremes like human finger and especially toenails, fingers, the temperatures can be different values. Okay, so then it's explored for heart or brains inside. It's a pretty 37 Celsius, pretty accurately close. Synchronized here. The human skulls and they were looking for always this thing that was everything deterministic here, guys. I'm also like, okay, he was thinking, of course it is here. Just he's gonna accept as everything's universe is deterministic. Okay, so yes, everything is deterministic here. Everything is deterministic. How difficult is the case? That's the interesting thing about here. You can be dissociate reality versus interest here. Guys. Again, reality is deterministic universe, and interest is the case and personal domination here, okay, so personal interest here. So we have dissociation about here. A human like me, I have dissociation between the real universe, real deterministic universe, and my own interest with this. I want to talk about this thing here, okay. So this universe is hostile place, okay. So nobody ever say that universe is not hostile place. Universe is ultimate hostile for humanity. But nevertheless, even the whole hostile, this body can only exist in this universe, and those things can only create for this universe here as a record. So what is a big deal about it here is selfhood, okay? So self-reservation, self-survival, and surveillance, survival. Here exists, you're looking for all kind of negative things, the whole world here. You so that the home is protection and shelter. When you go out of the house, okay, so I feel uncomfortable here, okay, so this is not able to maximize his body capabilities. There's many factors, like this is kind of factor here, okay, so you have to think about this thing, what he can do, but he has a kind of formation. Here I am, I'm existing, I'm gonna get a self, okay, capture me, and I'm gonna do putting me dead punishment. Yeah, what now, okay, I'm dead punishment, until I can escape, well, I'm now dead punishment. What I can do myself here, I'm looking for myself viewpoint this thing here, guys. I'm dying actually here because some people just gonna execute me here. Well, all this life, all these things, all these actions went nothing here, okay, so yeah. Okay, sure, all those actions, effort, okay, so went nothing here. I die now because this universe and all these conditions just happen to be so here. And so you're right as well. You have this knowledge orientation brain here that you're gonna die here, guys, because here and well as here. So there is no freedom for outcomes that you're not gonna die except here. And you also recognize it where there's a kind of existential crisis of around here. Where what's the purpose of this kind of thing here, guys? The universe here, guys. So when you're looking for an obstacle like this, they are masters of the created fake reality, guys. And it's a kind of a created purpose here, guys. It's important word about here. It's a kind of a created universe which have all kind of hostility, all kind of a death, all kind of a darkness there, guys. Creating to excel it, try to absolutely focus it, defocus it, maximally. They should try to do this kind of thing here. Alright, so that's referring. He's looking for conditions. So I hate humans here. I think when humans are vector of a carrier, no matter even humans don't have a free will, guys. It doesn't matter here, do humans have free will, guys, or not here, guys. So for humans are negative here, and it's enemy for you, guys. So it doesn't matter if the humans have free will or not here, guys. So it's an important factor here. And even absolutes, you would say, humans definitely don't have free will. Nothing have free will. Nothing will ever have free will ever in the universe. It's impossible to create anything with have free will. It's impossible to create that thing here, okay? So it's already so about why is it so here. Okay, so I was created scientist, the most truthful person ever in the whole world. It's a great. But in practice, there's a question about the paradox of this universe, that it doesn't have value to be the most truthful person in this universe. This universe doesn't reward person who's most honest here, guys. And that's the reality fact of the universe. We should be looking for what this universe is. This universe don't give a fuck about the whole honest you are, guys. It's only care about the whole selfish you actually are. Selfish is rewarded here, not. I'm looking for values here, guys. We keep some values what are not in this universe supported. This is important fact of the values here, that the values of the honesty is not valued in this universe here. Because the universe the physical laws how they operate. Okay, so the important factor is everything is them always how the mechanism operate. But the fact is about the rule number one that the honesty, so only values are discriminated by the universe itself. That the universe is everything, and universe itself is the mechanism and the system with discriminating. And this is nothing mental sickness anything. When people say mental sickness, I recognize one thing about here. I get over the value of the human perception interest here. That's important, most important value in getting over all the humans' opinions and self-interest and wills here, because the other people just a will interest, not fact here. Okay, so finally you learn about something. Okay, so that the facts are not about the created by the humans here, but facts are the reality, the objects of the reality case here. Facts are not in books here. Okay, so books are only observations and ideas and conclusions and so on here, but facts are just the real things here. So, because I myself can never tell about the real facts in life, I guess that's kind of, again, those same things, but books are like reflections and conclusions here, and observations, and so on here. So, as a human, okay, so there is no kind of a thing around here. So I know scientifically, it's always have this observer bias here, okay, so, or kind of, you can never remove this subject for it. It's absolutely essential on your capability to conceive the universe. The reality is always diminishing here. Capability is always himself here. That there's a creator in what ways in creating about this kind of. The thing about the mental sickness is that he don't want to accept how the universe is here. Well, that's great. Mental sickness here. What is called actually? Well, it doesn't need to be mental sickness here. We can have an infinite names here. Is that well? Yourself here. I just want to be powerful myself. That's my thing. I don't give a fuck about that. Fuck. I want nuclear power because that's why we saw the humans here. That fuck them. That they are nothing. Then I guess here. Because I say about the nuclear bombs, all the shit they say is meaningless here. I guess here. That's the most important thing about nuclear power is equalizer, right here. When everybody have equal power, I guess everybody is equally therefore concerned about it here, okay, so yeah. Some people have a powerful words, some people have a powerful guns here, okay, sure. And the powerful words don't have the same power in the physical sense about here, okay, so they can handle it that kind of effect about the carriers of the case, so. Is it a powerlessness, okay, so yeah. Related, so nobody ever wanna make you powerful, okay, so yeah. Why did it's selfishness here. So I recognize all those billion things are here, because illness, all kind of things. I said a million times already, okay, so yeah. Recognize there's so much really actually. There's infinity more, okay, here. You just take a look around and talk about it, think about it here, and say it about it here, I guess. Oh, that's just it's just endless bits of the whole thing. So that I repeat the same thing. So what does that really mean anything here, okay, so yeah. As I say about this universe, okay, so yeah. It's been a long time the existential crisis. And still he lived for here. So existential crisis is not gonna kill me here. And I myself not gonna kill myself here, I guess. Or it's always some other people's or other things universe gonna kill you here. Some factors which are out of my control, out of my interests, out of my things here. If you cancers or other humans, or other humans, of course, it has a little problem to have the other animals here, I guess. You have all kind of scenarios to think about here, I guess. All kind of affairs here, I guess. There are affairs, ideas here. You look at the birds here. How the birds are so scary somehow, okay, sure. So is there any animal with this scary here? I guess somehow scare about the cows here, I guess. Why do you afraid the cows here so much? I guess think of the cows here, I guess. That they are noisy animals, and they are very likelihood that they are eating grass here. And cows are something, so I understand why there's so many cows, right? And cows are very positive impact for humans. Humans are, of course, the cows' worst enemies, I guess, because I mean, humans are the really parasite, not in the highest degree, but the parasites, the cows, okay, because the humans first of all milk them off, okay, so, and then eat them when it then just kill them, okay, then eat them, okay, so yeah. So cow's life is, okay, so cons is ready for a dead for a year. A greater brains here, okay, sure. Humans can feel thinking here. It's concerned about the here that the high thinking capability is not always alone selected for a universe here. It's universe always a natural selection here. We understand the universe also, and thinking wise here, okay, so next of us an individual like me can be. Do I wanna make a video here? Here's one idea, for example, here when you make a cold sleeping here. Okay, so there's a danger factor also solved here, okay, so that self factor saying something. They're not saying something. And it's interesting here, he'll okay, whatever, we die about this thing. Always dying of this. Also everything is dying about the okay, you're not dying every moment here, guys, but it only takes one time to die and there is no return to back apparently here. Some ideas here, guys, so here. So the big issue here it is a whole life run here that what demotivate ultimately whole life run is here. This always be the big problem here, guys, and I have to solve. That if somebody's ever dying, no matter what, even the chance of dying itself, okay, so is probably what the much less case of probably the chance dying, but if there is absolute certainty, okay, so here, no matter what here, I guess that's will be demotivated highest degree here, I guess. And this demotivation has been a long time here. What is demotivated? It demotivated a lot of different things here, I guess, and here. And so many demotivated to so many things here because it died of the dead here, I guess, and or Eye of the Dead here. So many cases looking for here that there is a kind of real thinking about what goes and thoughts about it, doing different ways. The how I think affect my my behavior here, and that is a fact about that, I guess, around here. That of course, self-observation is certain. If you're looking for yourself, you can always look for everything about it here. You can I don't know as an example. You can example shut down the video now just by thinking here, guys. It's about okay, I'm gonna stop the video. Is it of use or if I stop video right now? Example here, that I say, well, I stop video here because I just need